What is going on, everybody? It is Two Nerds Are Better Than One. I am Ron Deasy, and we got my host.
Mr. Awesome.
All right, so we're coming back to you for this is episode 2, episode 3,
Episode 3.
episode 3. So, as usual, we'll jump right into the series we've been following. One of the best Star Wars series so far, we think we agree on.
I would definitely agree on that.
And if you guys haven't watched it, we think this is probably, if not the best, it's tied for best episode of Andor.
Yeah, I would say I can't say which one's better if it's gonna be what was it?
It was episode 4 or 5.
Yeah, what do they call it? Aldina or something like that.
I forget. You talking about the episode?
Yeah, it's actually like the place that they raided or whatever.
The heist. Yeah,
it's one of those two.
So yeah, it's either tied for first or is better.
Aldani.
So yeah, what happens in this episode is that we'll get we'll focus on the juicy parts first. So, he's been in this prison for about 3 episodes now, or this is the 3rd episode, right?
I think so.
Yeah. And so, Andor Andor is going to find a way. So he is not complacent. Ever since he's been in there, he's been trying to find a way out. So it picks up right after the previous episode where the head guy, what's his name?
I believe it's Kino.
So Kino finally gives in because there's an old prisoner that died, and then the medic prisoner is basically saying like, he's dead. I'm doing him a favor by, or he's bad. I'm doing him a favor by just killing him off. And you guys might as well just get comfortable here because nobody's getting out. And so they're going back to their cell, and Andor goes, how many guards? And Kino says like 12 or something like that. And so in this episode,
and they find out that no one's getting out because in the last episode they say like that a guy who was supposed to get out, instead of being released, wound up on a different floor, and they found out, and instead of resolving it, they just fried the whole floor who found out to keep it quiet.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that has to be scary. Like you're in a separate floor and you look at the other floor.
Took out 100 people like that, man.
And then you're like, yo, what the hell happened? And the guards are not telling you anything.
Savage.
So, right. So we get to I kind of forget what happens in the episode. The build up to it. What happens in the episode before the actual juicy part?
Are you talking about the where they finally get out? Like when they break
out? No. Before that. So basically, they're just planning what has to happen, right? And everything has to be precise. Like,
yeah. Well, the most important thing is that your only shot is basically because the lead guy Kino basically finds out that he's not going to make it out. He knows now, right?
Right.
So he gets in his cubicle and basically leads everyone and says, "Listen, I'm just considering this my last day, whether I survive or not.
Yeah.
I'm considering that I'm going to die today, and I'm going to act like I'm going to die today.
Right.
So this is our time, because this is the only time that they can do it, because they've already been working on the thing in the back, which we're going to find out what that is. And there's a new prisoner coming down. So they've already got all that mapped out. They know how many guards now. So that's basically what happens. The prisoner comes down, and Andor, before that, is already in the bathroom, and he's cutting the pipe. And we didn't know what the pipe was for. I thought it was like the hydraulics, but it wasn't. He was just trying to get the floor wet. So as he's working on this thing, he's literally pulling on this thing like super hard, and there's just water everywhere, all over him too. He comes back out, does the hands thing. The prisoner's coming down. They don't even notice that he's wet. They just think like he's sweating from all his hard work. You know what I'm saying? And then they just time it precisely. As soon as the prisoner starts coming down, these two guys start to fight with each other.
Distraction.
Perfect distraction. Andor's right there. He puts the pipe right in the center. He timed it perfectly for where you could get on the lift and then up to climb up. Because if you did it too early or too late, you wouldn't be able to either make the lift or you wouldn't be able to make the climb up to the next story. So Yeah, take it from there.
Yeah, so he jams the lift, and then does Kino give the word?
Uh,
Somebody gives the word. Is it Andor or Kino? And that's when they start throwing like all the parts
I think
and
that's Kino actually.
hardware.
Yeah,
Yeah. So they throw the parts, they throw the hardware, all the guards. The guards are shooting, and then the guard finally pulls the switch to try to fly to the floor, and everybody knew it was coming, so they jump up on the table, and there's about what, like maybe 2 or 3 people that didn't make it,
yeah,
and Kino barely didn't make it. Right?
yeah.
Kino was like, I don't know if I don't know where he was at, but he was on the table,
Mm-hmm.
but he was just on the floor and he didn't get shocked. And then that's when they pull that, it short circuit like the whole floor, I believe,
Yep.
the whole prison
Yeah,
floor.
the whole shock thing was like disabled at that point, and that's when they knew like it's
Yep, it's go
it's
time.
go time.
It's
Yeah.
all or nothing. This
Yep.
is the moment. So they all start climbing up while still getting shot. They finally overruled the guards. They go into like the main corridor where
And
they kill
Andor was
one guard.
savage during that, by the way, dude. He executed a lot of people like
Yeah,
during that thing. Once he got the gun, he took out all the guards.
Andor is basically Punisher.
Yeah, he's not letting nobody live.
Right. Um, so he gets to the corridor. I think he gets to, like, to the main hallway, and he's like, "Yo, open this up." "Oh, we killed no one guy. We can't open it. Boom. You saw what I just did, your friend. Open this up.
Open it up.
So they open up another prison floor, and he gets in there. He's like, "Yo, come on, this is it. We're free. Come on, let's get out. Let's get out." And everybody's kind of hesitant, like, "Is this serious? Is this real? Is this a dream?"
Yeah, well, then he throws the guard over the rail, right? And they're like,
Oh
"Yeah,
yeah,
this is
yeah, that's
happening."
right. He did that. And then Kino gets on the intercom, and he's like, "Yo, guys, um, we were never supposed to make it out, so we had to do this." He basically gives a great speech. That prisoner that is the one who leads the way to freedom, gives that speech, and everybody just overrules him.
Let's go,
And
Kino.
then, huh?
Let's go, Kino.
Yeah. I just realized,
Yeah,
isn't Kino Alfred in Batman?
yeah.
The Batman? I totally forgot about that.
He's a really good actor, man.
He is. He
Yeah.
was Claw in Black Panther.
Yep.
And he was Alfred, and there's a lot more of the stuff. So, and then you said you saw the intercom. It was like an Easter egg.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was cool. That intercom is like the exact same intercom from A New Hope when Han Solo is talking to the guards.
Yeah.
He's like, "Everyone's fine, situation normal."
How are you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Okay, so
But yeah, that's the same intercom, the cylinder thing.
yeah, so they get out and they get to the exit, and you just see a large body of water. Everybody just starts jumping. Everybody starts jumping except Kino. Kino is about a few feet back from the ledge. Andar's like, "Let's go. What's going on?" And Kino just under his breath is just like,
Can't swim.
"I can't swim.
Sad.
I can't swim." And before Andor can even try to think of a plan, he gets knocked off by all the other prisoners. And that was it.
I don't care, man. I didn't see a body. No body, no death. I think he's coming back in season 2. That's my wild speculation. Just like in Mandalorian, Fennec Shan. She thought she was dead, came back in the second season.
And we gotta wait to see what they do with Wanda, Scarlet Witch, because we didn't see her body.
Oh man, she's definitely coming back.
We just saw like a pulse. That's it. But that could have been anything. She could have transported it somewhere else.
She might even come back in Vision Quest.
Hey, there we go.
I mean, there's also House of what is it? Coming into Chaos. Yeah. She could come back in that. There's all sorts of things she can come back in.
So I remember we were talking about this last time that we didn't see no land at all. Like, I wonder where.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing land actually where they were swimming to. Yeah.
Where did they plan on going?
I didn't like that they only showed 2 of them at the end. Like, were they totally split up to cover more ground or what? Like, it was only them 2. That we're running through. So I don't know.
All right, and then we go to the political side of Andor.
Game
You
of
know, I just realized
Thrones.
that there's the political and then there's like the war side. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just realized that they do that. So we get to the political. We don't actually see a lot of the empire in this episode, huh?
No, the only Empire part you see is that they're setting a trap for that guy who we haven't met yet, that Rebel Krieg, because
Yeah.
they caught his pilot, interrogated him, and found out some information. And then instead of letting him go or locking him up, they decide to act like set a thing where he got killed in a spaceship, like,
Mm-hmm.
but on
All
accident.
planned. Yep.
Yeah, right. So they're talking about should they investigate it or not. And Lonnie, Dedra's right hand man, actually says to the lead guy, he's like, "Yeah, we should investigate so it doesn't look like there's anything suspicious." And then
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of it. And Dedra leaves. She's like pissed that he said that, almost like she might suspect something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about the only Empire part. But then yeah, go ahead with the political stuff.
Oh, you take that away. I took the prison. You take away the
Oh, okay. Well,
political.
the political stuff, it just kind of got like Game of Thrones like. I remember you said you didn't really watch that a lot, but there's like a lot of like set up
I know you
marriages
hate me for that too. That I
and
didn't
stuff.
watch Game of Thrones.
Well, it's a build up. You know what I
Right.
mean? It doesn't get off super fast, but man, yeah.
Right.
But let's not get off topic. Sorry. Um so yeah, basically this guy comes, his name's Davos. He's the one that can move around her money so it doesn't look like she's helping anything or
Mm-hmm.
devoting her money to anything that can be investigated. And she really needs that because otherwise, if they look into her funds, she's basically screwed. It seems like that's what her friend made it seem like anyway. That's why she needed Davos. So he comes in and he's like, "Yeah, I can move the money, just on one
Mm-hmm.
condition." She's like, "Well, I'd rather just pay you, for your time." He's like, "I don't want your money. I want you to introduce your daughter to my son." And I'm like, "What?" So that's pretty much it in that one.
Right.
And she says no, and he's like, think about it, knowing that like she's gonna say yes probably.
Right.
But that's how it ends there. So there wasn't too much political stuff either. Just the part about how she really needs to move her money or she's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the best part, in my opinion, the end. But you can go ahead and take that away if you want.
So it's the rebel pilot, right? That's a spy.
Uh,
So
yeah,
is
Lonnie.
that what we're
Yeah,
talking about? Yeah.
yeah.
So they talk. He's basically goes to the other guy, the guy that who's the other guy,
Luthen.
Luthen. So he's trying to send him a message, and he's like, "Yo, like they're onto us. Like we gotta abort mission." And Luthen, this is how you just it reminds you, or you have to think like, is Luthen really a rebel? Like, or is he like he's not acting like a rebel? You
Savage.
know, he is like a savage, almost as bad as who's the black guy?
Oh,
Maybe even
Saul
worse than
Guerrero?
him. Yeah, maybe even worse than Saul Guerrero.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Possibly. I mean, he
and that
basically
and
says in his little speech to this guy, like, I'm sacrificing my humanity
yeah,
to do this. I'm using the enemy's tactics for a better future. You know?
right. So Luthen is talking to the is it Lonnie again?
Yeah.
And he's like, "You have a son, right?" And I'm like, "God dang,
Who's
Luthen!"
who's a rebel spy in the Empire. I did not see that coming, man. This dude just gets on an elevator, all of a sudden grabs an intercom, and then they're like talking to Luthen directly. I'm like,
Right.
damn.
And Luthen just like, you have family, right? And anytime somebody says that, they're
You know
holding.
you're in deep.
Yeah, you're done. It's like, no, go ahead and do this
No
job
return. You got a
or
weakness.
else. Yeah. So and then, Luthen actually shows up, and he's like, "Yeah, you got to finish this, like, because if we don't do this, you know, all we work for it goes down the drain. Like we have to act like we don't know that they're onto us. We have to sacrifice these people. We have to go along with this ambush.
Yeah, what's it like 50 rebels that they're just
Yeah.
gonna take out like that?
And it's like, damn, dude, like this is why this season's or this series is so great, because you think the rebels just came and they just formed without no, like, I'm not gonna say without no sacrifice, but this gives a whole different picture. Like, yo, there was sacrifices.
Yeah, right? Because they're so
Like,
united in A New Hope, right?
right,
Everyone's together, everyone's on the same side, and it seems like right now everyone is just doing their own things and nobody trusts nobody yet. So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And so that's what happens. And we have what, 2 more episodes?
Yeah, only 2 because
Yeah.
that was the
And
10th. So yeah, there's 12 episodes total.
yeah, so this I wonder. Okay, do you think Luthen's going to die in this season?
No,
No.
no, I think he's too important. I think he needs to get some more things done before this is all resolved.
Mm.
I think the
Okay.
mom's
What do
gonna
you think?
die.
Okay, yeah, I think we discussed on that. We think she's going to like damn near sacrifice herself, right?
Yeah, and I think that's what's really gonna turn Andor to the cause.
Yeah.
I think
So we
that's the
know what.
only thing that's gonna make him turn. To be honest, is his mother's sacrifice, revenge. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which is damn near the dark side.
Yep.
So Cassian is like the wow,
Yo, in Rogue One, he was straight up gonna snipe that.
the father.
Yeah, without a
Yeah.
doubt. So, and then he stops at the end, but I mean, he had no qualms when he got that order at first. You know,
Yeah.
he didn't really have to think about it too much.
Jesus. This is a great series.
Yeah, it
This
really
great.
is. And it's not getting, what did you say? It wasn't getting that much viewership either, but it's so good.
Yeah, yeah. They're saying it wasn't getting as much viewers because I guess it's because there's no Jedi's, or because Rogue One. Even though Rogue One was a great movie, the characters are forgettable. So I guess when and this is what I read, and this is just speculation. So I guess when they make a spinoff of Rogue One, it's like, okay, it's more forgettable people.
Terrible.
So yeah, and Star Wars is all about, X-Wings and Jedi's and Sith and stuff like that. So when you don't have that, it's like, why watch it? For the most people. But
Yeah,
this is a great story. So
really good drama.
yeah, really good drama.
Yep.
And totally different from the other Star Wars series. Totally dark and intense and everything.
Well,
So
first episode, he basically assassinates somebody, just like, right?
two
Bam.
two people. Yep.
Yeah, 2 people. Sorry.
Yep.
I feel like he accidentally killed the first one, but the other one, man, he just, or sorry, not assassinated, executed. Like, bam, done.
Right.
First episode.
All right. So we get into do we want to do our favorite villains? Top 3?
Sure. One last thing I want to say about Andor too, man. I think it's gonna be one of those series that where your enemy becomes your ally. I really do, and I love those types of series. I don't know how it's gonna happen.
With who
or when? Maybe Dedra.
Mm.
She's very dedicated, and I think if something happens that isn't to her liking that the Empire starts doing, she may switch.
Right.
It's possible. Maybe something with her family or something like that. You never know. But another wild speculation. But yeah, we can go to top 3 villains.
You know what? Dedra is the girl, right? The officer.
Yeah, the Empire. Yeah.
Doesn't the Empire like strip you from your family?
I don't know. I mean, you don't really get into that too much.
Yeah, right.
Well, no, because the other guy had a family. The one who was on that planet, Aldana, or Donnie, he had a family. They were right there with him.
But
his wife and his kid were both there.
Was he part of the Empire, or was he part of that corporation?
Oh, I guess he was a part of a faction. That's true.
Right. Because the only reason why I'm saying that, because in in the sequels of Star Wars, Finn says that what they do is they take us away from our families and
stormtroopers maybe.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably right. Stormtroopers. Yeah. But anyways,
scrubs.
Yeah. So, favorite villains, top 3.
All right.
So
give me your first one.
I think I said Seth Roth.
Okay.
From Final Fantasy 7.
Good villain.
Who was my other one?
And you got to watch a YouTube video to find out what happens in Final Fantasy 7 remake.
I know you told me.
You got to get on that.
Who's my other one? Damn.
Oh, Killmonger probably.
Was it Killmonger? I think it was Killmonger. I feel like it wasn't Killmonger, but he's a good one. And then my last one is gonna be and I just thought about him,
I mean, I'm
but
only saying Killmonger because you told me that he was probably your favorite, at least MCU villain. He had the
yeah,
best motivation, the most believable, you know, and could have
right,
almost been good but went bad, you know.
right.
I and then
Um,
yeah.
my last one is Kylo Ren,
Ooh,
and
the
what was
baby,
so
the
the
child.
baby, and that's why, because that makes him more of the villain, makes him more dangerous, because it's like he's trying to prove himself so
Yeah,
much
he is.
that he's trying to go like to these great lengths to reach it there, reach it, which he never does.
Did you ever see that SNL when they did Undercover Boss, Kylo Ren?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, what do you say? I got a lightsaber. Let me go get it real quick. Yeah.
That's
But
a good villain. I was actually gonna go that way too for my third villain, but not Kylo Ren. For my third villain, I was gonna go Darth Vader. He's a very good villain.
let me tell you why I like Kylo Ren. I
Okay.
think what he really sold me on uh I think just throughout the whole, all the sequels, because he gets introduced. Remember when they first introduced they did the first trailer for The Force
Oh
Awakens,
yeah, dude. You're like, who is that dude? And then you see his lightsaber. You're like, yo,
and
what?
and they did. And remember they did so many memes of like what his lightsaber could be.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see that? It's like a Swiss Army knife, and they kept on like making all these memes. No, so he had that cross guard um lightsaber. The mask and the cloak was cool. Um
Yeah, his
and
mask was really cool. I liked his mask a lot.
yeah. And then in the last Jedi, he kills not Sidious. What's his name? The guy that Palpatine was taking, the Emperor was controlling actually. I forget his name.
Oh yeah, man. I don't remember what the guy's name was anymore.
Yeah.
But that was the guy who was in
But
charge of him, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
but he kills him, which I never saw
Emperor
coming.
Snoke, I think.
Snoke, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Supreme Leader Snoke, that's what his name was.
Okay.
So yeah, he kills him. I didn't even see that coming.
I didn't see that coming either. That actually was what
Yeah.
made episode 2 kind of sick.
And then I think what really sold me was in whatchamacallit, the not the last the Rise of Skywalker. That opening sequence when he's like murdering all those aliens, and you see that look on his face, and he's like, yeah, who wants it next? And then he flies to where the Emperor's at, and he was about to kill the Emperor. He's like, yo, what can you give me? And Emperor's, I'll give you everything. And then the whole movie, he was just toying. You could tell he was like OP. He was toying with Ray like the whole movie. And he put his mask back on, and yeah. I liked him.
All right. So those are your 3.
My 3.
All right. I'm gonna go 1 Darth Vader since we're talking Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Darth Vader. I mean, I like him more as a villain because you know his whole story now from
Right.
Clone Wars to the Clone Wars cartoon, how he slowly got turned to that whole series,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when he finally just like goes completely bad, and you're like, wow, what a turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like his power, his raw, just like power that he has, especially you really see it
And Obi-Wan.
in Obi-Wan and also in Rogue One. When
Yeah.
he comes at the end of that movie and trying to get to the data that they stole, he tears like an entire just hallway of people, and all in different ways, right?
Yeah.
Whether it be pulling them, force choking them, he puts one dude in the air and leaves him there, and then walks up and like literally doesn't even look at him and
Swipes.
just goes, wow, slice him right in half, dude.
I didn't see that until the second time I watched the movie.
Savage. I
Right.
was like, dang. Okay, so Darth Vader's definitely one of the sickest villains.
Mm-hmm.
I love Joker from Batman. I like him because he's so smart, and I like him because he's like obsessed with Batman. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? If Batman didn't exist, I don't think Joker would exist. I
Right.
don't. I think he feels that he's the challenge that, he wants to just keep going after, and Batman won't kill him. So he
Right.
just keeps coming back, and he always has just some other crazy idea that is awesome. You know,
Right.
I really like that he's so smart though. Like he almost seems like he's like 2 or 3 steps ahead of Batman sometimes. You know what I mean? Like he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that, and of course he's funny. He's crazy. You know, he's got this crazy humor. But some stuff is. I mean, even in the Dark Knight movie, when he's like, "I'm gonna make this pencil disappear," and he
Right.
goes, "Wham!"
That boy. People were like, that's probably what people said. People's like, okay, Heath Ledger, yeah,
Yeah,
great, great.
sick. Yeah, and we've talked about this before, but man, there's almost no comparison between
All the
Jack
Jokers.
Nicholson and Heath Ledger's Joker, just because they took two totally different approaches to it, and
Right.
they were both amazing, in my opinion.
Right.
So, and the third one, probably my favorite one, is Green Goblin. I love Green Goblin. The
Are
fight.
the just Green Goblin in general or from the movies
One of my favorite moments is from the movies because I didn't read all the comics, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he
or the
killed
cartoons?
Gwen Stacy in the comics,
Yeah.
so he's like one of the villains that really got the best of Spider-Man, like the worst,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But yeah, and also he kills Aunt May in the movie, which is crazy. Because I don't,
Ah, so sad.
that really was a sad moment, man. Like good
Right.
writing though, you know, and the fact that you
You
didn't
know,
know it right away. Sorry, go ahead.
side note, you know what I read was that in this version in the MCU Spider-Man or Tom Holland Spider-Man, how did they put it? They're basically saying that Uncle Ben is still alive or is possibly still alive.
Never know, they could have divorced or something.
Yeah, because in
That'd be
this
a real
one,
blow to the story though, because I mean, they always seem to like be completely in love with each other and like the comics and everything like that, and all the movies as well. So it just, I don't know, but it's
yeah,
possible.
so what they're saying is like when they introduced this Spider-Man, they never mentioned Uncle Ben.
It's true.
They never mentioned that he died either.
Mm,
So it could be a whole different type of, you know how they do variants
yeah,
of
you got
superheroes
three
now.
movies too. So
Yeah, so they're talking about that. So but go ahead. That Green Goblin's killed Gwen Stacy
yeah, and then of course the fight in No
and
Way
Aunt
Home was
May.
so sick. I mean, he was just the power that he has that he demonstrated. I mean, he was OP, dude. He slammed Spider Man through like 3 floors.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy, and he's really smart too. Like he's
Right.
got the mind of Norman Osborn, so he has all the technology to think to defeat him. He's a very worthy adversary, you
Right.
know. So I think he's a really good villain too. So those would be my top three, probably. Speaking of Spider Man, by the way, we have some Spider Man news
Oh yeah.
as well, right? Fun little
Go ahead.
segue.
Yeah, go
Um,
ahead. Good. Great segue.
Tom Holland is confirmed for 5 movies.
Right. So, and for those five, we know two. We can probably safely say is going to be the Avenger movies,
Yeah, he's
right?
confirmed for 2 Avengers movies. That's like in his
Mm-hmm.
contract. He has to do 2 Avengers movies, which we already know what they are, right?
Right.
Kang Dynasty first, and then Secret
And Secret
Wars.
Wars.
So we know he's going to be in both of those now.
Right.
What his role will be, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But, um, yeah. And then, of course, 3 actual official Spider Man movies. And they can do whatever they want with that story, you know? Um,
Well, not what. Well,
they
can
kind
we
of
say?
they can do whatever they want because they almost reset him, right? He's
Well,
starting from scratch. No one knows. They only know about Spider-Man, so he's been doing his thing, right? But in terms of like backstory with other people he knows, he's almost starting over because no one knows Peter Parker at all.
right. Okay. Okay. That's this. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I mean. You've almost restarted the story
Right.
again,
Right.
you know, without the spider bite and all that stuff, and you know that Aunt May's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Gosh, he has nobody.
yeah, he does. He has nobody.
No girlfriend. No best friend. He has nobody.
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna fit him into the Bugle. At some point, they have to fit him into the Bugle because that's like a huge part of Spider-Man. He was always a
Right.
part of the Daily Bugle or J. Jonah or working for J. Jonah Jameson in some way. Even in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, he
Yeah.
worked for him as like a graphic designer or something.
Right. Right. Right.
Which I love too. I read all the Ultimate Spider-Mans, every
Mm-hmm.
issue. I even have actually I own them all. But anyway,
Oh shit.
um, and I think what's really cool about him being in Secret Wars, and we talked about this a little bit before, the symbiote is in the MCU now,
Right.
thanks to the very end of No Way Home. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure they did that on purpose. And when he actually gets his black costume is in Secret Wars.
Right. Yeah. According to the comics, yeah.
Yeah. Will they do that again? Who knows? Right? But yes. That's
Hey, and
it's
that's a great
possible.
it's a great possibility because I don't know if you read the Secret Wars, but when they I can't remember if it was during Secret Wars or after Secret Wars, Spider-Man something happens to him and he goes to see Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards.
Okay.
And according to MCU timeline, Fantastic Four comes out before Secret Wars. So
Yeah, I think
that's a
Fantastic Four is in 2024. I think.
so that this is a great way to them to follow by the comics. Is that he goes see Reed Richards about the symbiote, and I think they somehow take it off. Somehow they figure out how to take it off, and they keep it in a jar. And somehow like Spider-Man gets it back. I forget how the comics go, but I remember he talks to Reed Richards about the suit.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I only know Secret Wars honestly. I just heard it a little bit about the comics. I
Mm,
did kind of one of those things that we were talking about, like the Comics Explained ones. Shout outs to Comics Explained YouTube, where it kind of went over the whole Secret Wars story. So
right.
I kind of watched it that way. But I know most of it from the Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah.
That's the one I know. So
Which is
I
a
know the
great costume, great cartoon.
yeah, without a doubt, probably one of the best
Mm,
Spider-Mans. A lot
probably
of
the best
people like
one.
Spectacular Spider-Man too, which I've watched, which is really good. But I think because I grew up with the other Spider-Man cartoon, the Fox one, I still like that
Yeah.
one a little bit more. I like the voice a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more as
Mm-hmm.
well. So yeah, there's two Secret Wars. There's an old one from I think the 80s, and then there's a new
Uh-huh.
one which I think Doom is more present in, Doctor
Mm.
Doom. But I don't know exactly what that story is.
Hmm. Okay. So what was our next topics?
I think DC. There's a little bit of DC stuff.
DC stuff. So yeah, I know you got on me about Witcher. Not watching it. But Henry Cavill quit The Witcher to go back to Superman, which
Yep.
shows his dedication. Like, um, DC can be great again.
Maybe. Maybe you got James Gunn at the helm, right?
Yeah,
That's Kevin
James Gunn is
Feige.
it, and they got The Rock. So they got some powerful people behind them now, or with inside. I just hope that the higher ups don't mess it up again.
Mm.
So they already like canceled a lot of stuff. They canceled Batgirl movie. You heard about that, right?
Yeah, they canceled the Batgirl movie, but from what I hear, they
It
didn't
was
even lose
finished.
any. Yeah, but from what I hear, they didn't lose any money on it. I guess it's
Yeah,
like a write
that's
off
why
or
they did it.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an interesting story because they had a screening for it. Like this is gonna be the last. This is gonna be like the only screening, and then we're like scrapping it. Like we're burning the file, so this could never reach the public ever or leak footage or whatever. So they did like a screening, and then like they just after that screening, they like deleted all the files.
Mm.
Man, that gotta suck.
It
That got to suck
does suck. You know, I agree. It does have to kind of
for
suck
for
because you do
for
all
for the
that
people.
work, right? I mean,
Right. For the people working on that film and for the audience, I was like, oh, okay. There's a Batgirl movie, and then Michael Keaton was supposed to be part of it too.
oh
And
really?
there's yeah, Michael Keaton was supposed to be part of it, and then
Dang, I didn't know
also
that.
Commissioner Gordon from Batman v Superman was supposed to be part of it also.
Yeah. Who is the Commissioner Gordon? Isn't that J. Jonah Jameson? Is that who
Yep.
played him? Okay, that's what I
So yeah,
thought.
he was supposed to be because Batgirl is the daughter of oh, yeah, Commissioner Gordon. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's who they're supposed to use, but yeah, they scrapped it. They scrapped some other DC stuff too. Like I think there was like a DC series. I think they're supposed to make like a Green Lantern series, and I think they scrapped that too.
Oh, did they really?
It's supposed to call like Green Lantern Corpse.
Dang, that sucks because
Yeah.
I heard that they were going to use Diggle from Arrow for that one,
Mm.
which
Yeah,
would have
yeah,
been
yeah.
cool because I liked Diggle. I thought
Yeah. I liked it too.
he was pretty chill. I really enjoyed. I know we were talking about villains too. I almost put Deathstroke in there instead of Darth Vader, just because he he's he's pretty good.
Slade.
I really enjoyed him in the Teen Titans cartoon. I actually thought he
Right.
was he was really good, and he was smart. He had a plan.
Mhm.
You know, he even had an insurgent, like all this stuff. He was way ahead of him,
Right.
for a while. So, but anyway,
Speaking of Teen Titans, Titans, the new season's out, season 3.
season 4,
No,
season 4.
you're right. See, it is season 4.
Yeah,
The
I know,
first
right?
season-
It almost seems like 2 of the
God
seasons
dang.
melded because they were kind of
Right.
having to do with each other almost, right? Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, so season 1 was with Raven and her father,
Yep.
Trigun, and then that's when season 2 like picked up right after that.
Yeah, and that was Slade, I believe.
Yeah, it picked up right after that.
Yeah.
And it was Slade.
Yep.
And then it was Red Hood and Scarecrow in season 3. So you're right.
Yep.
Season 4 is this one that just came out. I actually saw a little bit of the first episode. Again, I watched it that night, so I fell asleep.
Yeah, I
So
watched a little bit of it too, but I just wasn't quite feeling it that night, so I just turned it off.
Right. And there's 2 episodes so far, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Every Friday I think they show it. So season
Do you want to watch the trailer?
Yeah, let's go watch the trailer.
Whatever happened
There we
here,
go.
They want to hide it.
They can't hide it from me.
All right. So we got Raven, right? She looks pretty sick.
I remember we were talking about how
There you go.
they picked a great Superboy, the actor.
Yeah.
He could pass for a Superman, like a young Superman. But yeah, this is a great Superboy. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
Whatever happened here.
Raven all grown up.
Yeah, I know.
Been watching her as a young girl.
From me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
dude,
are
what is
you
that?
exactly?
What is that dude?
What is
I
that?
don't know what that dude is, man.
What is that mask made out of?
It's like it's made out of bark.
Yeah. So we could probably say it's not Scarecrow, because Scarecrow was already. Did he die in last season?
I don't know if he died, but if he didn't die, then they locked him up. But
Ooh.
I don't remember what happened to Scarecrow, to be honest. What happened to Red Hood? Did he make it?
Yeah, he went off somewhere else.
Okay, got it.
You should not have come to Metropolis.
Ooh,
The Temple of Azeroth is now yours. Welcome to the ancient world, Mr. Luther.
I think what's interesting about this one though is that Luther's like really into the occult.
Yeah.
I don't remember that ever really happening like in the comics or anything like that.
Can you go back? Can you go back? I want to see what she says, what type of cult this is, what the name of the cult is. She says, welcome to such and such.
The Temple of Azeroth is now yours.
Okay.
Welcome to the ancient
I don't know
world,
what that
Mr.
is.
Luther.
I said
Soon the
ancient
gods
world or
will know
something.
your name.
I can assure you, the gods already know me. Connor, this is Lex Luthor. I'd like to...
Is he communicating to him like telepathically?
Something like that. Yeah, he has some type of device, because they're in their right now, they're in their like little Titan mobile, and it shortens out like all the electricity in there.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
only Superboy can hear him.
Okay, because I remember that he has a little bit of Lex Luthor in him, at least in Young Justice, because they used some of Lex Luthor and Superman, yeah, to make him. I don't know if it's the same way in the comics or not, but all right.
meet in person.
Luther got caught up in the occult.
He's the only man Bruce Wayne was ever afraid of. Superman's not afraid of him. Neither am I. We should be.
We're dealing with the supernatural. That's scary.
Oh, then we got Jinx. I checked into her just a little bit. She's been a villain pretty much the whole time. She's really not been like an anti-hero or anything like that, from what I can tell.
Okay.
But her powers are elemental based, and she has to actually make contact like with the Earth to use them, from what I can tell. But I don't know how far like her powers go, but it's definitely mystical, for sure.
Did
So
she have any dealings with Nightwing?
I think she has dealings with the Teen Titans.
Mm.
But that's about as far as I know that I checked so far.
My name is Jinx.
And this is the person we're going to for help? Good magic versus bad magic.
Dick Grayson, deal maker extraordinaire. Hard pass.
Okay, I don't know whatever all this is, but we do need your help.
The world is a brutal place. We're all so alone. What are you doing?
Who do you think this dude is? Oh, jeez.
I'm assuming that this guy is the guy in the mask.
Oh, really?
That's what I'm assuming.
That's
Not
possible.
this guy right here, but the
you
guy
can't see that he
you
doesn't
know.
have eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, the other guy?
No, the other guy. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this guy dies.
I know you, Sebastian. I know
But him.
it's in your heart.
Got it.
Who the hell are you?
Go
slowly,
back.
like,
Go back. Go back.
Where to?
Go back. Keep going back. Back. Okay, never mind.
Oh, what'd you
I
see?
thought I saw something. I
Okay.
thought he was in the room, in a room that looked like how he constructed that mask, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Got it.
It's in your heart.
Right there. Yeah, okay,
Oh,
go
yeah,
back.
maybe.
It's very quick.
Hang on, let me
We're all so alone. What are you doing?
You literally have to go like frame by frame.
I know you, Sebastian.
There we go.
I know it's in your heart.
I think it's here.
Well,
know.
no, okay. There's an alligator
Possible. There's
skull
some
in the
there's
back.
some weird stuff in the back though, maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Okay.
Wild speculation.
Who the hell are you?
Mhm.
It's just a hunch, but I'm gonna assume she's a bad.
I have no idea who the hell that is.
And then right here, it looks like Deathstroke, but we
Yeah,
saw
right?
later in the trailer, it's the pattern of his mask is different. So
Since we
Yeah.
got to Metropolis, strange things have been happening.
maybe
What's
his
with her with her
daughter.
white hair? What's going on with that?
Who? Raven?
Yeah, Raven's got white hair.
I didn't see it. Go back.
They're trying to tell me something.
I can hear everything. Ever since we got to Metropolis,
Right there.
Huh?
That's her, man. That's her with white hair. For sure.
You sure?
Yeah. She's OP.
strange things have been happening to me.
They're trying to tell me something.
I can hear everything that people here say about me. They will never let me forget.
And it looks like they locked him up in a kryptonite prison.
Yep.
Right? There's green all around him.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens to that. Oh yeah, dude, they caught him.
Like father, like son.
You're a part of our family.
And he is definitely a part of Luther then, because they did that, yeah.
Mhm.
And I remember the episode started with this, the bowling alley. That's what I
Mhm.
remember.
If you leave, it's gonna hurt us.
Yeah, see, she had to touch the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how she actually taps into her powers. If she can't touch the ground, I don't think she can do anything. And there that guy is. And I have no idea who that is. You even got, what's his name? Tim
The new
Drake.
Robin.
Yeah, Tim Drake with his little staff.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. November 3rd, man. It's already started.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. So we know Hawk is dead. I think from the previous season. Dove is especially dead. Really dead.
Yeah, I think they're both gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Hawk, you saw Hawk in the other dream world or afterlife world, but
Mhm.
Dove is dead. Wonder Girl, she went somewhere else, right?
Yeah, she was in that dream world, yeah, or that underworld thing with
she came back.
Hawk, and then she made it back, yeah.
Yeah. And who else do we have? We have the ex Barbara Gordon. She's still alive.
Yep, she's
But,
still
you know,
around.
She ain't gonna come back, because she's officially retired. Who else do we have? I guess we just gotta see if Tim Drake actually get his costume.
Right. That'd probably be in the
Um,
end.
Right.
And Batman is
and-
left for right now.
Yeah. And who else is part of the Titans? I mean, this is a whole different group though.
Yeah, I know.
They
You
still
can't
got some
really
core
go by.
members. Yeah.
I just want
They
to see
still got
Beast Boy get a new form.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
He's
see.
always a tiger and stuff. So yeah, we need to see more stuff. We need to see the gorilla because I know he turns into that sometimes.
I want to see the dinosaur. Give me a T-Rex, baby. Let's go.
Right. So yeah. Next episode we should recap the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that. So another
Try to get
series
those
we can
names.
talk about. Yeah. It'll be easier. You know, Star Wars, they don't have no original names.
Yeah.
The most original name in there is probably Luke and Leia.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like is like they got like a word scrambler online and just just came up with names and stuff. But
I wonder who's gonna play that Krieg guy though. He definitely seems like a major player in the Rebels.
Right.
So they got to get somebody good.
Did you hear that they're coming out, going back to Star Wars? I think they're coming out with another series or a movie. I think it's probably a series. What's called The Skeleton Crew?
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's that about?
They're I don't know if it's supposed to be like a series or what, but it's supposed to be based on the Rebels, and it's called The Skeleton Crew.
Okay.
And I think it's about like these one crew members that are watching a base or something, but it's just like 10 of them, and it's really supposed to be like 100, but there's only 10 of them, and that's why they're called the Skeleton Crew, because it's like they're running thin. And yeah, it's like I don't even think it's like been shot yet or even filming yet, but
I know they have a lot of things in production too. I know they're working on a new Visions, that anime thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which I liked the first one. There were some really good episodes in that.
Yeah, I remember you told me to watch that.
Yeah, you gotta.
I have to put that on my list.
Yeah, I'll have to make a list of what episodes to definitely watch. And
right.
then, the other ones that you can skip, I'll do that for you before next episode.
Did you watch Jedi Tales yet?
No, I haven't, but I will. Promise.
We both got some homework.
Yeah, we got some homework, which is fine. That's good. That's fun homework. That's homework I'm willing to do. They were doing this thing called New Republic, which was like it was like the 2 guys from Mandalorian, the rebel guys or whatever. I know they were trying to do that one. I don't know if that's still in production or not. Yeah, I don't know if they're still doing it though. I feel like they're canceling projects.
Right.
So I don't know if that's still going. And Bad Batch is coming back, which is cool.
Yep.
Definitely excited about that. You told me you liked that one too.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I can't stand Omega though.
Yeah, might get better.
Omega is probably worse than Osaka when she first appeared. Because I did not like Osaka when she first started. When they showed in like
Ahsoka?
the first Osaka. What was I saying? Osaka?
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. Yeah,
Ahsoka?
dude, my wife actually hated her too in the beginning, and now she loves her.
Yeah. She actually redeemed herself.
She was such a little pain in the ass.
Yeah. That I don't like what's her Omega that much, but everybody else is cool. Wrecker, Hunter. I like Crosshairs.
Oh,
it's a Crosshair? Yeah.
Man, I don't
it's
remember
Cross
all the
something,
names.
Right?
Yeah, I don't remember all the names now.
So there's Wrecker, there's Hunter, who's the leader.
Yeah, the dude with
Echo,
the knife. Echo, which this is the scientist guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Echo, Tech, Hunter, Echo, Tech, Wrecker, and there's Crosshair.
Okay.
I think it's Crosshair.
Is Wrecker the super strong dude? Because that's the guy I like the most.
Yeah.
He's just so crazy.
All bronze. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Crosshair was. I liked him because he was like, what he kept on saying. He's like, a good soldier follows orders.
Yeah.
He was like stuck on
that's
that.
all he had in his head. Yeah.
Yep.
The order. What is it? Order 66.
Yep.
That's what it's called. Yeah, it got to him.
Yep. Everybody else got it removed.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm missing somebody. No. I'm no, right. Okay. So anyways, yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah.
No, because I remember I was thinking about the Bad Batch, right? And
Yeah.
for some reason I thought there was always 5. But I remember in the season 7 of Clone Wars, that's when Bad Batch got introduced, and there was only 4. But I always thought there was 5. But Echo had made the 5th one.
Yeah, because he wasn't originally, I think,
Yeah,
one of them,
he
and
was
then something
he was
happened.
captured. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they rescued him.
Yep.
But yeah, okay, got it.
Okay.
All right, other topics we got. What else did we talk about?
I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there really wasn't, like I said, there wasn't much in Street Fighter 6 news right now. Just the fact that they're making that easy mode. They're doing it for offline only. So, you know, if you have friends over and you want to play just for fun, you know, you can do that. But online, it's not going to work. You're going to have to learn to play the game online.
Speaking of Street Fighter,
Okay.
but not speaking about Street Fighter. Speaking of Capcom specifically, I wish they would make another Mega Man X game.
Me too. I agree with you completely, dude. Mega Man X is like my favorite Capcom franchise. Probably more than Street Fighter.
I'm waiting for it to go back on sale, but you know, on Nintendo Game Shop, you know, have the Mega Man Legacy games.
Yep.
Mega Man X Legacy or Collection.
I got all those.
Yeah, I got the second collection, but I need the first collection. Was it X through 4?
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I didn't buy that one because I played all of like one Mega Man X, X2, X3, X4 on like Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
But X4 was on PlayStation, I believe.
Yep, X4 was the first one on PlayStation.
Yeah, and I have that one, and I thought that was so great because like the cutscenes, the animation.
Yeah,
that was great.
I didn't like the ones that they put on the PS2 because they made them too 3D-ish. It just didn't feel the same to me, so I didn't like those as much. But Mega Man X 4, 5, and 6, I believe, were all on the PlayStation.
Yeah. And then X7, X8, that's when they introduced that new guy. I think his name was Axel or something like that.
Yeah.
The one that could like replicate himself to somebody else.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
sure.
when it started going downhill for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mega Man X. I know they started doing the spin-off.
That's why everyone remembers like X1 through 4 because they slowly progressed a really good story with what X was and Zero was. And then in 4 you find out that Zero was actually a Reploid.
Yeah.
Like that took on Sigma and almost beat his ass.
Yeah.
Just barely lost that fight. And it was basically only because he went crazy and he just hit him off with one shot. If he didn't go crazy, he would have won that fight.
Right.
Without a doubt. But that's crazy that you find out that Dr. Wily created Zero. And he used to be, so the created to kill the original Mega Man. And who knows, maybe he killed him.
Right.
Who knows? Because you don't know what happened to Mega Man. There's no thing. All you know is that Dr. Light created Mega Man X. And maybe he created him because Mega Man was destroyed.
Right.
You never find that out, I don't think, if you ever find out that if Zero killed the original Mega Man or not.
Gotta look that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. But there, did you ever play Mega Man Legends?
Yes. I love those games.
I played the first one.
Everyone wants to bring that game back, too. It was a super cool.
I played the first one. Didn't play the second one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, both very good games, in my opinion.
And I think the last Mega Man, the original Mega Man game I played was Mega Man 8.
Okay.
Or 7. It was with Bass in it. Or is his name Bass? 1 or 2. The one that has a dog. The black.
Yeah, Bass is definitely
Bass.
Mega Man 8.
Yeah,
the original
Bass.
Mega Man 8. Yeah.
Yeah, the original. And they're on like what 11 now. They keep releasing those. They keep
but they're
new
like,
ones of those.
well, so they made like one really weird one, which is like almost NES looking, and then they made a real continuation like that looked really nice, that I think was Mega Man 11. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I never played that one.
Yeah, but yeah, they need to bring back Mega Man X. I think they're.
I'm with you.
Too busy. What Mega Man? What's it called? Zero ZX or something like that.
Oh, they were making Mega Man Zeros. They were pretty much only for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're good games too, by the way.
Huh?
They're good games too.
Oh, really?
I remember in the first Mega Man Zero, I think I beat that one. Mega Man X was actually, he was like corrupted. And you actually had to fight Mega Man X. Yeah, he's like the villain. He probably had Sigma in him or something like that. I don't remember though. Yeah, speaking of Sigma, games. I always thought that I know it wasn't very widely received, but I thought Marvel's Capcom Infinite story was really cool. That Sigma united with Ultron It was like perfect. You know,
Oh,
Ultron's
oh, yeah,
already
yeah.
a computer, and Sigma's like a computer virus. So why not merge them? I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, they did the same thing with was it Marvel? No. It was X-Men versus Capcom
Mm-hmm.
where
Cyber Akuma.
no. Which one was it? It's when Professor X merged with
Oh, that's from the
Apocalypse?
comics. That's from the comics, man. Onslaught.
Onslaught. Yeah.
That's from the
No,
comics.
there's a game. There's a game.
Oh yeah,
It's a-
no, but Onslaught's real. Like that.
Yeah.
That was actually created in the comics. This.
Okay.
The other thing that's like completely new to the franchise, completely. But Onslaught was actually
Which
in the
game was that?
comics. The newest one, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
No. Onslaught.
Oh, that was the original Marvel vs. Capcom, which I have
Was
right
it?
behind me.
Marvel's Cap. Was it? Okay.
Yep, because Marvel vs. Capcom 2 had that weird villain that like changed forms and stuff.
Yeah, that gooey person.
Yeah.
And then Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I have it.
Marvel vs.
I
Capcom
can't
3 was
remember
Galactus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my favorite Capcom franchise is Marvel vs. Capcom.
Which
Mega Man
which
X would be
boss
second.
was Apocalypse?
Apocalypse, I
Was that
believe, is
X-Men
Children
vs.
of
Street
the
Fighter?
Atom.
Really?
Either
No,
that or
it was
X-Men.
X-Men. No. X-Men Children of the Atom was Magneto. Because Magneto was super hard. Because first he had to beat Juggernaut and then it was Magneto. I remember that. Because that was on Sega Saturn. I remember playing that.
Well, I know there's X-Men versus Street Fighter.
X-Men vs. Street Fighter. That was probably
You're sure that Magneto wasn't the enemy in Marvel Superheroes?
no.
Okay. I don't remember who the last guy was in Marvel Superheroes.
Children of the Atom was definitely Magneto.
Okay. All right. Well, then you have X-Men versus Street Fighter then. Yeah. Because that's how it elevated. It was Marvel Superheroes, and then it was X-Men Children of the Atom. Then they did X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe it was Marvel vs. Capcom after that.
No, there was another one. Then it was X-Men versus Street Fighter, I think. No. What's that one? It's a rare game.
Is it Marvel versus Street Fighter?
Is it Marvel vs. Street Fighter?
I don't know, man. I don't think that one was around. Let me see. I have all the names.
There's
Hang
a
on.
rare game.
Hold up a second.
Oh,
you're right. Marvel vs. Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yep. I have that too. They're all in my arcade machine. All those games are in my arcade machine.
Yeah, because there's X-Men versus Street Fighter, then it was Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Yeah, and that's a rare game. I'm looking
Got
online right now.
me, baby.
I'm looking online right now. It's going for $200 on Walmart marketplace.
Yeah, that Mega Man X3 game, I actually own that. That's worth like $250.
Super Nintendo?
Yep. That's I got that when I went back home to New York. I got all my old games.
Nice.
But I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else to cover.
Yep,
got
I think that's it.
All right.
All right,
Good
guys.
show.
Yes, sir. We are going to be back next week, and we'll let you guys know once our Spotify podcast is up and running, and we'll put all the links in the descriptions. Right now, if you guys haven't yet, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and then if you guys comment, give us some other topics to talk about, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, tell us what you liked, what you didn't like. You know, we always want to improve on the show, for sure.
Definitely. I got my batteries for my lights. They
Good.
came in.
Good.
So yeah.
Put them in there. No more light problems.
I got a ring light too, so I'm double prepared now.
All right, sounds
All
good.
right.
Next
All right,
week, yeah, we should have some Black Panther stuff for you because we're both going to see it before
I'm gonna see it
Thursday,
Tuesday.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna see it on Tuesday.
I'm gonna see it Wednesday, I believe.
Yes, sir. All right, this is Two Nerds Are Better Than One. I'm Ron Deasy.
Mr. Awesome.
We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much for watching, guys.